I want to talk about attention. Where are we putting our attention, and what attention are we getting? Are we getting attention at all? If you're in a group setting and you're not getting positive attention or not getting any attention, there can be a desire, whether it's conscious or unconscious, to come up with a problem or present as a problem or voice a problem in order to get the focus, to get the attention. There's also the attention that we're paying. Are we paying attention to problems? Are we paying attention to what other people think of us? Now, I've spoken about these 3 vows. The vow of chastity isn't necessarily saying that you're never going to indulge in physical pleasures, but it's paying attention to this primacy, this putting of great importance on what you desire physically, and are you desired by someone else physically? Do they have a physical desire for you? Or just a desire to be near you? Do they find you desirable? That's, to me, what the vow of chastity is about. And it's not a problem if these things happen, but it's showing you that you're not focused on the vow of obedience. We define the vow of obedience differently. But let's first move to the vow of poverty. Again, not about being poor. It's about, are you having thoughts about material things, about money, about comfort, about having your ability to make things happen the way you want. It's very common to break that vow and the vow of chastity, even semi-consciously or unconsciously. But if you notice, hours have gone by where you've been focusing on your power, the attention you're getting, problems because you're not desired, or problems because you're not getting what you desire, problems relating to not having power, money, influence, respect, then it's a pointer and an opportunity to reconnect to the vow of obedience, which again, maybe hours or days have gone by and you've forgotten about it. So what do we mean by the vow of obedience? 3 components: at the call, spring, dawn, accepting confusion. If you're not accepting confusion, which is very common because this world is confusing and confusion can bring suffering and a lack of power and desires unmet. But if you allow confusion, if you're accepting confusion, that's beginner's mind. Then you don't need things to happen your way. You don't even know what your way is. You don't need to know who you are, and so you're at peace. And I have that 4-way chart. Where it's a question of whether you know who you are and you know how your life is, or you need to know. And if you think that you know how your life is and who you are and the quality of your character, then there's going to be attachment, whether it's negative or positive, or the belief that you need to know. In any case, if we do not allow confusion, if we do not have beginner's mind, if we do not find the happy quadrant on that 4-quadrant chart, then in the trial, the day, the summer, we are going to have aggression, attitude, attachment. And so the catchword or the mantra, so to speak, is this moment is about this moment. This moment is about this moment. That just grounds you right here. It's like, okay, I can go back to telling stories and having judgments and grasping and all that, but right now this moment is just about this moment. If you can do that, then at the return, the harvest, the fall, autumn, then you can have unconditional positive self-regard. It's very hard to have unconditional positive self-regard if you don't allow confusion and if you're in the trial not making this moment about this moment. But it's still possible, and it's your last chance before entering the bardo. The winter, the night, right? We go from dawn, day, dusk, night, spring, summer, fall, winter. Call, trial, return, bardo. Over and over again, cycling through. In the bardo, it's pure yin, no boundaries, no detachment, no separation, no direction. We are going to fear that. We're going to want more time in space and time. We're going to want to cling to our identity. If we haven't accepted confusion, if we haven't made this moment about this moment, and if we haven't found unconditional positive self-regard. Totally natural response. So it's not that you failed in a strict sense if you haven't allowed confusion, if you haven't made this moment about this moment, and if you haven't found unconditional positive self-regard. But there is a sense that there's a form of justice that happens, a sort of price that has to be paid. And we're doing it to ourselves. Basically, if we're saying that we can't accept confusion, if we're saying that this moment isn't about this moment, if we can't find unconditional positive self-regard, then it's natural that we're not going to want to enter the bardo and dissolve. But if we can find those things, then we will.